According to exclusive Ipsos polling for Global News, 75% of respondents say Canada's qualification in the Women's World Cup makes them proud to be Canadian, 6 points higher than last year for the Men's World Cup. Meanwhile, 41% say they'll pay close attention to the women's tournament, which is 7 points higher than those who plan to watch the men's team in 2022. And while the Canadian men failed to win a match, 14% of respondents believe our country's women will go on to win the World Cup.
First off, I would like to say that Canadians are really engaged and excited about women's qualification and participation in the World Cup. It starts with being a matter of great pride. 7 in 10 Canadians feel that Canada's qualification for women's FIFA World Cup, it really demonstrates that Canada is a sports powerhouse. 3 in 4 feel that Canada's qualification makes me feel, proud to be Canadian. So there's a lot of pride being associated with it. And a lot of Canadians are going to tune in and watch. 41% Canadians say that, they'll be glued to their TV sets and they are going to be tracking Canada's progress through the journey. The pride associated with the qualification is higher for women than it was for men. And even more Canadians are going to be tuning in and watching, the Women's World Cup than there was interest in watching the Men's World Cup. We can pin it down to the performance. So not only is the pride higher, but the expectations with women are also higher, and that's to do with the current performance and the rankings. If you look at the historical performance, men currently rank 53rd in the list, and they were 41 earlier before the last year's World Cup. And last year's Men's World Cup was only really the second time that men qualified. And that was after 1986, so 4 decades later. And many of us were not born then, so it wasn't even in the memory. What we're seeing is for many Canadians, it is not just about soccer or not just about sports. It is being viewed as an important opportunity to advance women's sports in general, not just soccer. 80% of Canadians feel that this Women's FIFA World Cup, it really presents an important opportunity to talk about women's sport. To in the past, in public consciousness, women's sports was relegated to second tier, but that's not the case anymore.